Hello, welcome to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. This is a quick reaction, post-match analysis, all around. Here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, there has been some excellent stuff Chelsea have done to Crystal Palace, what a lot of teams have done to them this season. I'll walk you right into it. It's, not too much. We'll just delve into exactly the key pointers of the game, what you're supposed to pick out, what was really needless, and then tomorrow we'll do a proper tactical analysis of the game, how the game really went. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. My name is Fiifi-Manfred. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for choosing me. Subscribe to the channel and do turn on notification. It's imperative that you turn on notification, and then once you do so, you do choose all in there. So I'm waiting for you to turn on notification. Once you do, make sure you do choose all. I'm waiting to hear from you. So Chelsea went on to play Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, and I remember in the post-match analysis, one of the things I said vehemently was that there are no excuses. Chelsea ought to win, and it didn't matter how Chelsea were going to win this game. They just had to make sure they got the win. Yes, Chelsea by and large won the game by 3-1. If you watch the game, if you didn't watch the game and you just see this the scoreline, you may think that Chelsea just had a walk in the park, but really wasn't it. When Jean-Philippe Mateta put up the team. No, when Jefferson Lama put up the team, Crystal Palace a 0-0, and Chelsea went to the break with a goal down. You could tell that it was big stuff that Mauricio Pochettino had, and it's the same problem over and over again. Moise Caicedo, Noni Madueke, a winger receiving the ball in a zone where he's not supposed to. Stay too long on, over elaborates on the ball. Caicedo tries to help. He is being heckled off the ball. For some people, that was a foul. Fails to control the ball. Philip Jefferson Lama has all the time in the world, lines up a shot and beats Georgi Petrovic in there, and Chelsea were down by a 0. That was how the game started, and Chelsea went into the game in the regular 4-2-3-1. Of course, Benoit Bellachile, we are here. There is a groin injury. He's out for almost close to a month now, and he's not going to play, and that puts the game into perspective, because you speak about pace, you can speak about what you need at the back in terms of solidity, heights, and everything. And then one man that played very well against Crystal Palace gets injured, and then you have to change it and bring Thiago Silva into the back line to partner with Axel de Sassi, which is not bad in itself. And then you look on the part of Crystal Palace as well, they lack some of the most important players into their team, notably Ebrechi Eze, and then of course Michael Olise. So for them it was huge. For Crystal Palace it was huge that they got a first goal. It gave them a boost in confidence. They knew that they could build up from there. They went into halftime up, but then the reaction for Chelsea Football Club. And I think that's exactly what I meant in the pre-match analysis, that Chelsea just had to win. It didn't matter when they had to do the win, how they had to get a win. They just had to get a win, because now if you look at the English Premier League table, Chelsea a little 2 points away from 7th place. It means that they are close to the top. They just need to keep on winning. They have a few games that are coming down horizon that are difficult games to play, but they are close to the horizon, they are close to the top, and they need to get consistent points. 1 point off Brighton and Hove Albion, who will consider having a very good season. Mind you, in the context of where Chelsea have coming from, if you just oppose them with Brighton and Hove Albion, you can understand that maybe Chelsea are doing some good job. Again, there were some of the issues with respect to the fact that Chelsea's injury and whatnot. Pochettino was speaking before the game. He spoke about some of the things that he faces, the fact that he is tired of explaining things to journalists when it comes to Chelsea in the context of injuries, new players, and whatnot. And he doesn't even feel the love from the fans, and he can understand. He just wants to do more to get the love for them. So the game was mouth-watering. In the first half, Chelsea was shambolic. Chelsea had 450 passes, the most passes any Premier League team have had in the first half, without creating any chance on target. An XG of 0.00. No single chance, no single shot on target for Chelsea in the first half. And I think it was just right that once the team went into recess, Pochettino had to tweak something. He had to change something. And then he did just that. Making change from the off in the second half was very, very important for the team, and how the team grew into it. And I think it's one of the best games for Moise Caicedo. Again, if you look at how Moise Caicedo played, this time in build-up, he wasn't just in the same zone in the 3-2 with Enzo Fernandez, but then he would rather come between Axel de Sassi and then Thiago Silva in the middle, in between the two. Then Enzo Fernandez will be at the base, like in a 3-1, so that there will be all other outlets in Malo Gusto, and then Benjamin Chilwell in fullback who could receive the ball from there, apart from Enzo Fernandez. Of course, there were times where Conor Gallagher would drop deep to receive the ball in between the lines and then play forward. And I think that those rotations were very good. And anytime Benjamin Chilwell kept the weight in more like a left wing area, Nicholas Jackson will come inside and then be more like a second striker to the team. So it was a very, very good shape in terms of building up for the team. It was a very good one. And you look at when Noni Madueke got substituted, and then changes had to come in. Nkuku coming on for Noni Madueke after half time, and you knew that Chelsea needed something, and the width that Chelsea had from that Noni Madueke area wasn't good enough. He wasn't adding more in terms of creativity from the right hand side. So Chelsea just had to put Cole Palmer there on the right hand side, and then Nkuku will come inside with Nicholas Jackson, so that Benjamin Chilwell will play more like a left winger in there. And I think that that's by and large helped the team. That changes springed up something. And if you look at that equalizer Chelsea had, it came from a cross out wide. I mean, a very, very good one. Chelsea got it from out wide, and then your man Conor Gallagher got the job done. Conor Gallagher, just by the 47th minute, got that all important goal. Then the second goal for me was the world work one. I mean, the one that came from out on the right hand side. I think these are some of the quality things that you get from Cole Palmer when he plays out from the right. He cuts back very well. He finds players. He's a very good passer of the ball. He creates quality chances, and from there he cuts the ball back, and then Conor Gallagher, very, very difficult technique, and then got that important goal. And a lot of the people at halftime were saying that they're going to sub Conor Gallagher. That's not it. I think it's just the approach of Mauricio Pochettino. I've said it that Conor may not be a number one name on the score on the lineup sheet, but he's going to be an important player for Chelsea Football Club. The fact that he's supposed to be the one that attacks the box late, and this is the first game I'm seeing Conor do these things. That's how he used to get goals at Crystal Palace when he was alone. That's how he used to get goals when he was at West Bromwich Albion, being the late box crasher, getting into the box late, running into it, crashing the box with some ferocious shot, because his ball striking ability is one of the best in there. And then, of course, that final goal for Enzo Fernandez was very, very important. So you look across the field of play, you look where Chelsea built up the game, you look at the build up from the game that had tweaked with respect to Crystal Palace's way of playing, because they were set up in a 4-5-1 shape with Jean-Philippe Mateta up top being the hold-up play. And consistently, Crystal Palace had a plan to isolate Jean-Philippe Mateta and then Thiago Silva, Jean-Philippe Mateta, and Axel Disasi. And I think that this is the part of Axel Disasi's game where I have some issues. When he has to go tight to attackers, when he has to leave some space in behind, when he has to go very aggressive, when he has to be more tactful in his tackles. But then again, Crystal Palace wanted to get some joy in there. I think they did by some parts of the game. By again, Chelsea were able to hold out. And for me, this game is just a game where Chelsea have been able to do to Crystal Palace what a lot of teams have done to them against Nottingham Forest, against West Ham. Chelsea particularly played well in those games, but then they were hurt. And in this game, Chelsea didn't play well. I mean, they didn't play as well as they played in the games that I've mentioned, but they've gotten the job done, and they are close to the top now. Yes, in 10th position, but the point in perspective and in context of where Chelsea want to be is close to the top 7. They are in a cup final. Things aren't rosy, but then that team is a team that will take a lot of confidence and solace in that performance. Last week at Everton, from the blast of the whistle, they were excellent in the FA Cup. But this time in the first half, they weren't good. They had to put themselves together. They had to get some confidence in what they were doing. They had to grow in the performance. They had to tweak things. They had to be more aggressive. They had to chase the game. They did it, and they got an equalizer. They got a win. Conor Gallagher was excellent in that game. And of course, that last goal from your man, Enzo Fernandez, was brilliant. The patience when he had a ball, first dummy, second dummy, third dummy, before taking the shot was very, very important. And that's exactly where the team is now. It is something that they're going to have a lot of confidence from, and they're going to build a lot of momentum from, given where the team has been. And I just think that this is a matter of time. And yesterday I was thinking about something that sometimes you think that Chelsea should attack quicker. I don't even believe that. Sometimes you need to be more patient and break down low block teams. And I think that that's what Chelsea ought to be doing. Maybe there's just a lack of patterns of play in breaking down teams and whatnot. But that was a win that, I mean, was needed. on all fronts. Psychologically, it was an important win. It was an important win for Chelsea in there, and they got the job done. Brilliant stuff. Mauricio Pochettino will be a little bit relaxed, but hey, there's just a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Chelsea need a lot more to do. They need to work a little bit harder. They need to push a little bit harder. They need to create better chances for the team. And then, of course, they have to be the perfect use for Enzo Fernandez in that Chelsea team. But then, quite apart from that, Chelsea have gotten the job done. Chelsea have brilliantly dispatched Crystal Palace in English. Tomorrow, we'll delve into how Mauricio Pochettino is using Enzo Fernandez. We'll talk about Victor Osimhen. We'll talk about the post-match tactical analysis in detail. So, thank you very much for sticking with me. If you are new here, this is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. You are the best of football analysis. Subscribe and turn on notification. Until then.